man. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, good to see you. So I got the Richmond Spiders jersey on, or the T-shirt on.
Yes, sir.
Already committed?
Yes, sir.
I thought so. Going to join Niall Harris up there then. You know Niall?
I do.
From Grimsley? Looking at a good future. Your future back in the day, I'll start out before we hit these hard-earned questions. Back in the day, I think you came out of Western Alamance Middle School a long time ago, right? And then you're Alamance County. Made that transition to Northwest. Back in the day, you were already being, and as an 8th grade, already being committed toward Virginia. I mean, you were like a top-notch recruit even back a long time ago. How did that feel back as like an 8th grader? These colleges are already looking at you. They're talking about you already. I mean, that's a ways back, but you were already on the radar, on the map back then. What was that like?
You know, it was a humbling experience. You know, I was just coming into high school and just getting the feel of things. I've never played up down in high school football, so I was still getting used to things. But it was a great experience, and I really enjoyed it.
It's been a good run at Northwest for you, but it seems like this year it's even better. Things are starting to come together. What's the senior year been like for you so far? What's the feeling like for you?
I think it's a great feeling. Just going into your senior year and knowing that, you know, this is your last ride and you're just trying to win for your team.
What do you think's made it come together this year? Because last year there were spots, the year before there were spots, not like exactly what you want. Well, if you and Trey Turk had ever connected, man, at the same time, if he would have been healthy and both of you, man, it would have been unreal, but it just never happened like we wanted it to. But, boy, what's made it come together this year, you think?
You know, I think the chemistry is starting to become a lot better. I think last year we weren't as together as we were now.
Did you think last year that you and Johnny Pagano could hook up like you are now? Because you guys are connected well. Did you kind of have a feeling for that last year? Although you didn't connect much last year, he was the regular quarterback last year, but you got your shot with Johnny. Did you kind of feel that might have a chance to happen?
I think so. You know, coming into this year, we're having a really good chemistry going. And
Johnny says you guys had to practice workout too, work on some extra time after practice as well,
yes,
getting to know each other. It's getting kind of smooth now, I guess.
Yes,
What's
sir.
some of the best routes? I mean, are you a fly man in the field, or you kind of go out and make a little cut and catch a quick pass and then make the yards after the catch? What kind of receiver are you?
I think I'm a deep threat kind of guy. I like post.
Throw it up, let you go get it?
Yes, sir. Post corners, anything deep.
What do you remember most about last Friday night's game? Let's go back 1 week ago. You beat Southeast in overtime. What do you remember most about that game?
Catching that, my teammate Robert Dix catching that 2-point conversion, you know, and
that's something I think got lost on a few people. We hadn't even talked about it. We talked about your work and talked about Johnny's work and a few others' work, but you mentioned Jacob Hardy. Jacob, a good game, but Robert Dix, big play. Talk about that.
You know, if we didn't have that catch, we probably would have had an onside kick and try to get the ball back. But, you know, he made the big catch for us, and then we scored again and tied the game. So, you know, that was a big play for him. And
that kind of changed the whole scheme of the game to what you guys could do. Robert Dix, one of the senior captains, Northwest Guilford. Is Jacob Hardy a captain too? Who are the captains?
It's me, Johnny Pagano, Peter Hennigan, and then Robert.
Robert Dix. Robert, we wish we could have had you tonight, man. You're a good man. We've seen his brother helping a coach now, Christian
Yes,
Dix.
sir.
He's made a difference too, I guess.
Yes.
Learned a lot from that big man.
Yes, sir.
When did you realize you had it last week? When did that light go off say, hey, we got a chance to win this game? We got a chance to go 3-0, equal last year's win total. When did the light go off for you in the game last week?
It was probably in overtime when Southeast had the ball, and we had that PAT, and we finally blocked it, and we were like, we can win this game. If we go out here in these last 4 plays, and we can win the game. We can do something great.
What was your favorite play last week? I think you may have mentioned it already. What was your favorite play of the game for you?
Favorite play of the game would probably have to be the long post I had on the 35-yard touchdown. Johnny rolled out to his left and threw it backside.
On the run, Johnny hit you with a pass.
Yes, sir.
Is it tough on receivers? So sometimes you guys got to go out for passes. Sometimes they're not going your way. Sometimes you're open, they can't get you the ball. You ever get frustrated in the game and say, man, I'm just running my butt off up and down this field. Ball's not coming my way. How do you work through that? Does it ever happen to you get frustrated like that?
You know, I don't really get frustrated. You know, I can just get it next play. And once I can just talk to the coaches, talk to the staff, and just say, you know, we can run this play and it might work.
One big play can change everything,
yes,
make
sir.
it all worthwhile. You think Southeast might have been overlooking you guys a little bit in last week's game?
I think so. You know, you can't overlook any team. I think that just got to play your heart out every single game.
Now, how do you guys avoid overlooking Northern tomorrow night? Because you've beaten them last 2 years, I think, and they're down. You guys are up. How do you avoid? And last week's win was so big. To avoid the letdown, what do you got to do for tomorrow night?
Just keep our composure. Just keep our, just play our game and not think about what we have a saying we call we're just 0-0. We don't have a record. We're trying to win for this week.
The old one-game season, right?
Yes, sir.
One game tomorrow night. To get to that letdown, you get to that tomorrow night, avoid that. Again, what are you doing differently this year as a team? You think the team as a whole has done different this year? You talked about it earlier about the 0-0 record going in. What is the different outlook of the team this year? How's that changed?
I just think we're more engaged in our players and the staff and just having that chemistry.
Kind of getting used to the coach, too. First year, he came in late last year, didn't have time to get the staff together like he really wanted. You guys kind of had to throw it together quick, abrupt change. This year, you've had time in the offseason going in from the get-go to the start. Everything was the same. That's going to be good, too.
Yes, sir. And, Coach Wallace came in and we had to start a new offense and a new defense, and we were just getting the hang of things. But, we just got to have that chemistry going.
All in, everybody, right?
Yes, sir.
Could this be like the dream year for you, senior year, dream year? Maybe you guys win the conference, maybe beat Page. Got to beat Northern first, but it's a big thing. Could this maybe be the dream season for you?
I think so. Going later on to the season and playing Page and having a chance to win conference and go to the playoffs, and I think it is a dream.
Now, you're a good team. Page is a good team. Who would you say is the best team other than the Northwest? Maybe Page has got that edge. Who's the best team in Guilford County other than maybe you guys?
Guilford County. I think maybe Southwest. Southwest.
Let me ask, do you guys play them this year?
We do.
Man, that's going to be a big game. That's Northern's your hugest rival, I guess. Biggest rival. Southwest is a big rival game too for you guys.
Yeah, they are, and they're a pretty good team.
You've had some close battles in the past few years.
We have. We were just short last year. I think it was about a touchdown or two. And the year before that, I think we won at Southwest.
What do you think about this? I asked this of Johnny earlier, Johnny Pagano, quarterback of Northwest. Got Cam Cloud with us, wide receiver Northwest. Which would be sweeter, beating Southeast last week or knocking off Northern tomorrow night? Which of those would be sweeter between the two?
I think it would probably be Northern, just because it's a big rivalry for us, and they've beaten us all these years, and we can go at home and beat them.
Plus, you mentioned too the 0-0 season going in, so that your next game up's your big one anyway. Those other games you love them, you love the wins, but you got to. And tomorrow, if you guys win, you get 4 wins for the season. That'll top everything you did all last year. That's got to feel good too.
Yes, sir.
Keep winning. What about tonight? Who wins? Will it be Philadelphia or Atlanta? NFL game, first NFL game of the season. Who wins?
I think it would be Philadelphia, just because coming off that Super Bowl win, they still got the chemistry going with the team, and their defense is really good. I think Philadelphia would come out with
Going with the Eagles tomorrow night then. What about the Panthers' record this season? What do you think it'll be?
Panthers record. I don't know. I think they might win 8 or 9 games this year.
8 or 9 maybe?
I think so.
If you could ask Cam Newton a question, you go to the press conference, this is Cameron Cloud's chance to speak to Cam Newton. What do you ask him? I've been wanting to ask you this forever. I just kind of wonder this. What do you ask Cam Newton?
I should probably ask what it'd be like just to, be a top NFL star and just get that kind of exposure.
I had to ask him, where do you get all those clothes? Who's your tailor? Because he's got so many different outfits he wears, and the hats. The hats are crazy. Here's the fast track trivia for Cam. Same questions we asked Johnny. Who is the president of the United States, or president?
President Trump.
There you go. How about the vice president?
Vice president.
All right. What about the governor of our state? We're doing a little history right now, a little American politics. Governor of our state.
I don't know that one either.
How about the mayor? Heard of the mayor?
Mayor.
Yeah. All right. How about this is a good one. Previous football coach at Northwest before Coach Wallace took over. Previous football coach.
Coach Jared Rolfus.
You got it on the money there. How about before Rolfus? Remember the coach? If you get that one, you should get some bonus points.
I think he left right before I came in as a freshman, so I don't think.
Who's the basketball coach at Northwest?
Coach Revis.
Boom, got another one there. How about before you took over? Remember who was there? It's probably before you came there. But you ever heard any talk about who was there before Coach Revis, the basketball coach?
Coach Revis. I don't know.
That's killing us. How about top 2 girls basketball players at Northwest? Who are the top 2 girl basketball players? We all know this, right?
Elizabeth Kitley and Kayla King.
Got it. That's perfect there. How about let's keep moving on. The bonus question. Even Johnny couldn't get this one. Johnny's been around, but he couldn't get this question. Maybe you could take this one and go with it. When the girls won the title in 2017, they came back to school, because I saw this on YouTube video. They came back to school. They had a parade around the school. They walked through the halls. They walked outside. They walked down by the field. And they had one person up front leading the way. Who led that parade that day? Do you remember? The parade leader. All right, let's go to the bonus question. This is one that Johnny couldn't get. Johnny said he was thinking about playing baseball. Who's the baseball coach at Northwest?
Coach Frazier?
No. Coach Frazier's he's your football coach. Parker Frazier.
I thought he was, thought he played coach baseball.
I think you got about 5 out of 12. Not bad. Next time we'll do it again. Thank you, Cameron. Congratulations. Good luck at Richmond, and we'll see you in the future. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Next up, Pete.